Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the board and the management of Nigerian Exchange Limited, I welcome you all to the third in the series of the NGX IFC Sustainable Finance Training. The second training held in March 2022 and it was highly successful. We are very pleased to host this event in collaboration with the IFC, and we believe that the training will be of immense value to every one of you, both those who are here physically and those who are joining us remotely. According to the African Development Bank, Africa, despite its low contribution to greenhouse gas emissions, remains the most vulnerable continent. I think a lot of this came through also from the COP27 that was just concluded in Egypt. Despite having contributed the least to global warming and having the lowest emissions, Africa faces exponential collateral damage, posing systemic risk to its economies, infrastructure investments, water, food systems, and public health. The African Development Bank estimates that Africa will need investments of over $3 trillion, that's $3 trillion, in the mitigation and adaptation towards these by 2030 in order to implement its nationally determined contributions. However, the limited flow of climate finance remains a major issue for the implementation of mitigation and adaptation actions in Africa, particularly in our country, Nigeria. Just like Bosin said, in 2016, the Nigerian Exchange Limited conceptualized and developed the Green Bond Product Paper, which was embraced and championed by the Debt Management Office and the Federal Ministry of Environment in recognition of the climate finance needs, particularly in Nigeria, and the urgent action required to combat climate change and its impact as enshrined in the Paris Agreement on Climate Change. This endeavor resulted in the issuance of the first 10.6 billion naira, that's about $25 million at the time, 5-year green bond in 2017 to fund renewable energy development projects. This followed the federal government of Nigeria's ratification of the Paris Climate Agreement, which necessitated the need for long-term financing to meet Nigeria's NDCs in lowering greenhouse gas emissions. The second tranche of 15 billion naira, this time around about $36 million, 7-year green bond, was issued in June 2019, and this was oversubscribed. The sovereign issuance paved way for corporate green bond markets to emerge, with 15 billion naira 5-year fixed rate senior unsecured green bond by Access Bank and 8.5 billion naira 15-year guaranteed fixed rate senior green bonds, this time issued by the infrastructure company North-South Power Company. In April 2021, North-South Power issued its second tranche of 6 billion naira, it was about $15 million at the time, this time a 10-year, 12% fixed rate senior green bonds that's due in 2031. It's noteworthy that these corporate and sovereign green bonds are listed on the Nigerian exchange, and these follow-on issuances have further increased investable instruments and deepened the Nigerian green bond market. It is also noteworthy that the size of the green bond market in Nigeria is currently 55 billion naira. That's about $133 million US. As part of the efforts to further develop the sustainable finance market in Nigeria, the exchange in October 2019 signed an MOU with the Luxembourg Stock Exchange to cooperate in promoting cross-listing and trading of green bonds in Nigeria and Luxembourg. This partnership has already yielded its debut transaction with the successful cross-listing of Access Bank's 15 billion naira green bond on both of those exchanges. Furthermore, our exchange, NGX, is a member of the UN Sustainable Stock Exchanges Initiative and also supports capacity development and investor awareness through the NSE or the NGX Academy, which is a specialized learning center that offers bespoke capital market and business courses, including courses on sustainable finance. The Nigerian Exchange works with internationally recognized organizations such as the IFC to share valuable green finance experiences and best practices, as well as to promote the development of sustainable finance market segments for supporting governments, policymakers, regulators, financial market participants, domestic and international thought leaders, investors, and other market stakeholders. This webinar in particular aims to facilitate capacity building for issuers on the issuance for green bonds, social and sustainability bonds, and thus gives us the opportunity to contribute even more to the advancement of the sustainable finance market in Nigeria, while also highlighting our leadership as the exchange in this area. We are committed to promoting the development of long-term financing solutions that take into account the financial risks and possibilities that are posed by climate change. In conclusion, I would like to thank the management of the IFC for collaborating with us to make this workshop a reality. My appreciation also goes to the Securities and Exchange Commission, the Debt Management Office, the Federal Ministry of Environment, Chapel Hill Denham, and everybody else for coming together to make this event a reality. I welcome you all once again, and I wish you a pleasant learning experience from this workshop. Thank you.